Hi, I'm Jo and I am a second year hospitality management student. So for most students, it's our first week back at term. We are currently in the middle of a lockdown, so I'm not at uni. And for the majority of courses, our lectures are currently online, mine included. It can be really tough to stay motivated at the best of times, and especially right now, given the circumstances. And so I'm going to be taking you along with me this entire week as we attend lectures for the first time, as we go through the highs and the lows of starting new modules, and just online learning as a whole. So across the course of the week, I'm going to be sharing my top tips for spacing out your day, staying focused in lectures, participating in online lectures, and basically just how I'm finding it. I've got some pretty decent modules that I'm starting this term, but what I'm most scared about is the fact that I'm starting a brand new language. I'm starting this on Wednesday and I have a lecture from 3 to 5. It's my second lecture for my additional module, which is Spanish. I've never studied Spanish before and I'm a little bit nervous to say the least, but we're going to be working through it, hopefully learning something new this term, and starting out is always the hardest part. It will get a lot easier down the line. It's been about 6 weeks since I've had lectures and it's going to be so nice to get back into a routine, some semblance of normality. But it's still quite intimidating starting something completely new and not really knowing what I'm doing or where I stand, just because languages are hard. But I'm glad that I've signed up for it. So let me just talk to you a little bit about the actual module. So at Christchurch, you can either study a language as part of your course as accredited module, or you can study it on the side, which is what I'm doing. I wanted to do a language in my first year, but unfortunately the lectures didn't line up, so I wasn't able to because I would have had timetable clashes. But this year, with a bit of extra time, I didn't anticipate having this much extra time. I really wanted to do something that would make me stand out in the workplace and improve my employability, and languages are a great way to do that. So what I did was I signed up, I did a little prelim test, basically to suss out my abilities. They weren't great, and so I got put on the level 4 Spanish, which is kind of like a beginner's. We have a whole range of languages available at different levels, so level 4, 5, 6, and the languages include Spanish and German, and there are also a couple of others. They're free to study alongside your degree, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I think the thing about opportunities at Christchurch is there are lots of them there if you're willing to take them. So whether that's an employability or a careers workshop, an extra language, there are plenty of opportunities there. You just need to know where to find them and how to access them. So you can access these services through the Careers and Enterprise Hub. You basically go on the Christchurch website and it's just on there. There's a link then onto the separate website, which is the main hub. And there are loads of online modules to work through. You know, there are videos, interactive ones, from everything from working on yourself to being enterprise-y. And there are also loads of workshops that you can book yourself onto for, career and personal development and interview advice. I've attended a couple of these, including one for Microsoft Excel, but there are loads of other Microsoft specialist sessions available. They're all available to book onto for free because you're a Christchurch student, so it's absolutely imperative that you take advantage of them. So I'm currently studying 4 modules, but it's pretty easy to manage because I don't have too many lectures this year. I'm really having maybe 15 hours of lectures, contact time across all my modules, which is really easy to manage. That is all from me today, and I will see you tomorrow bright and early at 9 AM for my lecture. So after my 9 AM, I've also got a second lecture. So fingers crossed they'll go well. I'll check in throughout the day to let you know how they go and report back. Hi guys, so I've just finished my first lecture. It was actually really good. I'm really pleased with how it went. I'm really excited for the subject. I do have to admit that I was a little bit tired, but it's all done and now I have a 3-hour break until my next lecture. So I'm gonna get some lunch, go for a walk, and then do some reading before my lecture. Just so I'm up to date with it, I'm just gonna read the module handbook. So I just wanted to show you around my study space where I take all my lectures. So I have my notebook, my water bottle, which is usually full, but I've just had a lecture, my pencil case, a candle, and also my laptop. I've just got it set up so I can see outside. The whole reason that I wanted to set up this study space was because I wanted a space that is completely separate from the rest of the room, the rest of the house. I really didn't want to take my lectures from bed because I just know that I would have fallen back asleep. So every single morning I get up, I have my breakfast, I come to my little study space and I get to work on whatever it is that I need to do. As I said, I was doing some admin bits between my lectures. I've got some big noise cancelling headphones that really help to keep me focused and in the zone. And I've got everything else set up that I can need. My whole aim with the desk is just to make sure that I have a space where I don't need to get up in the middle of lectures to get anything. So I have dozens of pens. I have lots of paper, I've got water with me, and that means I can again like really stay in the zone and stay focused. Okay, so I'm back from a lovely walk and I just wanted to show you something. So this term I decided to set out kind of like a weekly schedule. So I made an Excel spreadsheet and color coded everything that I'm doing every single day, just so I can get the idea of like where I have extra time, where I can pick up extra things and do different kind of sessions. So I just want to talk you through that. Is my spreadsheet. It's broken up into a whole bunch of other things that I'm doing, like family time, workshops, also Amazon lunch and learn sessions. It gives a really good visual indication of, you know, where I have the space to do things, so I know that Tuesday morning is mine to mess about, and likewise the evenings I try to keep clear. So I'm just starting my lecture now and I've decided to treat myself to a hot chocolate. Hi guys, it's now Friday, so it's the last day of the week. I just want to fill you in on the absolute technical mishap I had yesterday. For the majority of the lecture, my laptop was absolutely fine, so no problems there at all. And then about 15 minutes from the end, it completely cut me off, and we were talking about group work and, you know, what we had to expect, what was coming up for the term, and we were forming groups, and my lecturer asked me a question and my computer was completely frozen. Literally just sounded like I was ignoring him, and I felt so bad, so I'm messaging my friends and I'm going, please can someone tell him that I'm not ignoring him, I just can't answer the question. But luckily he was really understanding, and the lecture all in all was completely fine, so thankfully that ended up okay. So in about 2 hours I have my final lecture. Sorry, there's a dog outside the window. And I'm really excited, and because this is the module that I'm most excited for, I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully we won't have any technical mishaps, but overall, like, I've had a really good first week back. It's been challenging and there have definitely been times when things haven't gone according to plan, but overall I'm actually really quite happy with the week. I'm just really excited about being back at uni, because as I said earlier in the week, having that semblance of normality and kind of routine is really good for me. As I said in previous videos, you can watch my vlogs about mental health. Sometimes not having a routine, it can really make it hard, and so having something back that is very fixed in stone is great. And now I've got things to work on because I've got projects and homework and extra work, and I know I sound a bit silly, but it's really nice to be back and just to have something to focus on. But I just wanted to talk to you about something before I sign off, which was yesterday in a lecture. So I have always been quite nervous to like talk up in lectures, and I've always kind of kept quiet unless I've been directly addressed. But I feel like online lectures make it so much easier to actually actively participate, because there is that sense of, there's like a barrier of anonymity, if you will, even though your name is on the screen. Having that sense of nobody's going to be looking at me if I'm answering the question wrong, that kind of irrational fear that you get. And so I just wanted to talk about this because I'm really excited about it. Yesterday in the lecture we were talking about something and I knew the answer, and so I typed it in the chat. My lecturer goes, what is this? And I say, it's XYZ. And he goes, Jo, can you elaborate? And I did. I just turned my microphone on and I just explained it. And nobody will really understand unless like you're in that position where you are a bit nervous to talk in class, like how exciting and liberating that was. It was a really big moment, and it does sound ridiculous, but it just felt really nice to, you know, have the confidence to do that. You know, in that moment I could have turned around and said, no, I don't want to talk, but I think being able to turn my microphone off afterwards, because I do get a bit panicky when I answer, so I'll answer and then I turn it off and I just take a minute to breathe. And I think knowing that I can take that time on my own terms to just, you know, calm down for a minute, get a drink, it makes it a lot easier to talk. But yeah, that was personal growth. I just want to say thank you for following along on my week of lectures. Hopefully today we won't have any technical issues and everything will go absolutely swimmingly. Let us know what you'd like to see in the comments below, and also let us know how you're dealing with your first week of lectures. Are you scared? Are you excited? Is it good to be back? We'd love to know. So thank you for watching, have a lovely week, and I will see you all later. Bye!